What's up y'all, welcome back to another review of House of the Dragon series. This week episode had some big plot points, easter eggs and big characters, and some major things pulled from the book, and ending sets some major things for the future of the series, and I will be covering it all in this video. Make sure to subscribe us and like the video to get reviews of this series in every week. The episode starts with a time jump of 3 years. In the second episode ended with Corlys and Daemon is trying to attack the crab feeder, and the beginning in the third episode we can see the crab feeders massacre again, and we can see he burned down a Corlys' ship and killing his traders. Crab feeder killed the traders by hammering them and let the crabs eat them when the tide is slowly coming in. Lord Corlys was the most wealthiest person than the Lannisters, and he wants to kill the crab feeder because he attacked his ships and blocked the all trading routes. We can see Caraxes and Daemon entering the scene and destroying crab feeder's army, and crab feeder hid in a cave to save himself. The army started to shoot in fire arrows to the dragon and it fled away from it. Next, we can see Alison and Viserys' child Aegon's birthday, and we can already see how the people wants to make the young Aegon as their next heir. We also can hear a line like this.
2 years old and already our boy has a kingly presence.
King is searching for Ranira, but no one can find her. And with this, we can clearly see Ranira has been looked over after the Aegon's birth. We can see a Lannister has been introduced for the first time, and we can also see the Lannister symbol on his suit. The Lannister says the matter of the stepstones is urgent, and as usual, Viserys doesn't want to hear about it. We can see Ranira is reading history books and relaxing near a tree, and also we saw these kinds of trees in the Game of Thrones, and those trees represented the gods of the forest. As Alison enters the scene, we can see the friendship between Ranira and Alison is over because her best friend Alison married her father, King Viserys. The king wanted to make a hunting session as marks the Aegon's second birthday. We can see Alison is pregnant with another baby, and according to the books, she wanted to see Aegon in the Iron Throne so badly. Young Aegon is playing with a black red dragon toy, and that was the Viserys dragon, and we saw it as a statue and a model in the last 2 episodes. Viserys kept the dragon skull underneath his kingdom, and we can see Viserys is trying to make the connection back between Ranira, but because of Alicent, she doesn't want to get back things to normal again. As cut to the next scene, we can hear this line. Aegon the Conqueror was the first Targaryen king, and he took over 6 of the 7 kingdoms. Viserys says to Alicent how he saw a dream about his son wearing the Aegon's crown, and that led him to make a male heir so badly and the Queen Nema's death. And we can see the crown in the opening background title. We can see Ranira is sitting down in the chariot as no one wants her in the outside because of the new male heir. In the next scene, we can meet Larry Strong, and he cannot go hunting because he had an issue with his legs since he was born, and he sits down with the ladies. According to the books, he was trying to be the master of the whispers. The lady starts to talk in rubbish, even Ranira haven't met Daemon in years. In the outside, Ranira meets Jason Lannister, and we met his twin brother Tywin earlier in the episode. Jason tells Ranira about the Casterly Rock and the wall, and he dedicates everything to his future wife. As soon as she heard this, Ranira ran away from him and go to Viserys and ask why he sets her up with Jason. Viserys says to Ranira must need to marry because of her age. In the next scene, we can see Ranira is running away from the camp and Sir Criston Cole is following her. And as in the first episode, we can see some love interest between Ranira and Criston. Criston says his father was at the Black Haven, which was a castle in the Dornish marches. Cut to the next scene, we can see Viserys is going hunting as the Robert Baratheon in the Game of Thrones. They were hunting a white hart because it was a symbolic creature. Jason Lannister gave Viserys a spear to kill the hart, but Viserys failed to kill the creature within a single strike. However, they couldn't find out the white hart. We can see Ranira and Kristen is getting attacked by a wild boar, but at the end they both killed it. Ranira meets the white hart as it symbols she is the true heir to the throne. Jason Lannister continuously asks King Viserys to marry Princess Ranira, but at the end Viserys is also thought it's not a good idea. As usual, Ciri showed up its messed up scene as Otto suggested Ranira to get married by Viserys' 2-year-old son, but King soon turns it down. As in this episode 2, Sir Harwin suggested Ranira to get married with Laenor Velaryon and unite the families because Lord Corlys is the most wealthiest person. In the next scene, we can see Viserys and Alison near a bonfire, and he talks about he is a dreamer and how he wanted a male heir and that got killed Queen Aemma. Back at the King's Landing, Alison meets his father Otto, and he tells she need to convince Viserys to make Aegon as the heir, and Alison knew this problem earlier on. As in the episode 1, we can see Otto is pushing Alison. Cut to the next scene, we can see Alicent is going to meet Viserys. As always issues with Viserys, he was always trying to follow the footsteps of King Jaehaerys, which caused him lots of troubles. We can notice Viserys is missing 2 fingers in here as he got cut his finger earlier, and we can see the treatment didn't work properly. We cannot say what kind of disease King has. Viserys shows Alicent a letter that Daemon Velaryon sent to him, and they were losing the battle in the Stepstones. Viserys doesn't wanted to help them because they went against his orders, but eventually King sent ships to them as aid because finally stopping Crab Feeder is good to the realm. As in the next scene, we can see Ranira and Viserys talk, and Viserys says to find her own match. In the next scene, we can see the war between the Crab Feeder and the Velaryons in the Stepstones area. And we can see Daemon gets the letter that Viserys sent to him, and it said King is sending aid to his brother, and Daemon ended up hitting the messenger. We can also see Waymond and Laenor Velaryon in here. As they plan to take the Crab Feeder out of his cave, Daemon used him as bait, and we can see he didn't use his brother's help because it would have been humiliated to him. And we can see Daemon is running killing soldiers and a rain of arrows, and some of them even hit him. Finally, Daemon's plan works, and Corlys and his army started to attack in the Crab Feeder's army along with the Sea Smoke dragon, which was ridden by Laenor Velaryon. As Crab Feeder runs to his cave, Daemon runs towards him and finally kills him. This week's episode had some good action scenes and lots of Easter eggs and plot points for the future episodes. Hope you like the video, and make sure to subscribe and like the video and share your thoughts at the comment section. Thank you for clicking the video, and stay hyped as we meet in the next video.